Okay, let's say I go to Craigslist, and as you can, if anybody's familiar with Craigslist, you can see what this is. It's Alaska's Craigslist, and I'm going to be using the for sale, real estate for sale. So I click on the real estate for sale right there, and I come and I get the page, and it says a bunch of ads. And if I pick one, I will pick, well, let's pick the first one. Why rent when you can own this beautiful condo? Click in there, see, but it's listed with somebody, so either if I'm a buyer's agent, then I might look at this and see, first off, there's sometimes when there's prices are different. Other times, it just is something that I already know about, but in this case, I am looking for new properties, and I'm looking for new properties for my buyers, and I'm looking for new properties. Like if I don't have a buyer, I can get one when I have a property. It's like, I don't know, a lot of things. I'm not going to go into all the things, but anyhow, since I don't want that, I then use my Alt right arrow, and it'll take me back to where I was. So I go down to the next one. Great home for you and yours, Eagle River. Oh, that's with Keller Williams. They're good guys. Go back. And sometimes I look and see what the address is, but it doesn't tell me anything about the price, so I'm not going to really do much about that one. I go back. The next one, 10 acres. I'm not interested in Wasilla right now. Wild Lake, South, that one's been on there. This one is, I'm not going to show it to you, but it's been on there tons and tons of times for a couple months. I don't know why it doesn't sell. Let's go to Highland Home here. Yep, it's another MLS listing. It doesn't have the agent in there. If the agent put it in there, and I'm not going to check to see if it's the numbers used, but if the agent put it in there, then they're violating state law because they need to identify their properties by putting the advertising in it. But in this case, we won't check it out, but if those numbers were the agents, they would have a problem. Sometimes owners put the names, the properties in there. I don't know why. Well, maybe they just think they get some extra exposure. Or they're under, like many cases, they could be under a exclusive agency. Exclusive agency means that the seller has the right to sell it themselves. Exclusive right to sell means that maybe the seller does sell it, but the agent still gets paid. Exclusive agency means also that there is an agent involved with that property, and if there is another agent involved, they have to go by state law with that other agent. So that's the difference between exclusive agency and agency. Both of those listings are allowed in the multiple listing service, but they don't want the multiple listing service, or the group that runs the multiple listing service has taken away the exclusive agency form because they're not wanting the general public to know about it, or I guess their agents to know about it. I don't know, but it took me 2 years to find out that there was a difference between exclusive agency and exclusive right to sell, because the broker I worked for didn't want anybody to know about exclusive agency. So I'm going to go back, look at another property, custom home, and it doesn't say there's anything on it. It looks like a nice home here. And so what I do, if you understand how computers work, I'm going to show you this right here at the top. If you tab in, just hit tab, it goes to the very top. You can then hit Control C and copy that. You can go Alt Tab, and then you get the systems that you want to go to, the programs that are opened on your computer. In this case, I am going to a FileMaker Pro program right there. So I'm going to go hit the tab. Oops, I missed it. If you hit a tab with you holding your Alt key down, that happens. You lift the Alt key up at this point, it goes to the program that I developed. Now, I'm going to have to break these down into a couple things because I want a new record. I have created now 1,735 records so far. I'm going to go and do a Control N, make a new form. I have had it set up so that the little item goes down to a field in this program, down there, and I am going to go now Control V. It puts it in there. Sorry that the thing is a little out of focus. Bring it back a little bit. Maybe it'll focus in there again. Oh, I had to autofocus. Sorry, geez, it's tough sometimes to get these things.